Hello, my dutiful congruous constituency. It is I, your fearless leader, and at this point, executive producer of happiness. And we've been having so much fun taking over Tinseltown that why stop now? Especially since when it comes to Hollywood, I'm like Harvey Weinstein with a 50-pack of condoms 20 years ago. I can do what I want with whoever I want, whenever I want. He basically made the Oscars into his own personal orgy. But I digress. Ever since I beat Kamehameha Chameleon, like the drugs they got now that apparently have beaten AIDS, it's been said that I'm a racist and out of touch with the blacks, their struggle and their needs. So to show I too am in sync with what's going on in the hood, I've decided to remake beloved black people classic New Jack City. As always, I keep it 100% with my casting and twists. The story is as old as the 1980s themselves. Two best friends in the ghetto dream of making it out of the ghetto by further destroying their ghetto to the tune of millions of untaxed dollars by selling a brand new, at the time, drug. This wonder drug is apparently more addictive than breathing air itself. Just think about that for a second. This magically malicious drug takes over the street like a fat woman at a Golden Corral dessert rack. No one notices the swarthy, shadowy, definitely Latino-y supplier giving the two homeboy brother best friends all of the cocaine as well as the recipe to make the miraculously malignant narcotic, which may or may not be, or most certainly does, come from the United States government to begin with, but more on that later. And as people lose their minds, body weight, lives, futures, upper and lower sets of teeth, the brothers and their gang, the Cash Money Brothers, look to take over a housing project to better serve their customers and consolidate their market share. It's like if the Girl Scouts took an elementary school hostage and sold nothing but Thin Mints night and day. If the Thin Mints made your mouth numb, kept you up not eating 3 days straight, and looking for cookie crumbs in the carpet with your index finger. And even as they take over this housing project, which I'm told is a lot like an apartment complex with a lot more apartments, a lot closer together, and a hell of a lot more people outside at any given time of the day or night, especially the night. I've seen every season of The Wire except season 2, so I know this is the truth. Now, there's a task force dedicated to taking this multi-million-dollar generating, miracle drug hustling, inner city, Fortune 500 criminal conglomerate down. And the task force tasked to take them down is a crazy, rule-breaking white boy that may or may not, but most definitely probably, has a drug problem his own, and a street-smart son of the city, probably from the same housing project, named Scotty. Playing the leader of the CMB, Nino Brown, will be Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. Jesus Christ, Hollywood. This kid's a star. Denzel and Will Smith can't play everything forever, even if Morgan Freeman apparently is immortal. The guy's been everything from Dr. Manhattan to Candyman, for Christ's sakes. Say his name 5 times in the mirror and it should be a damn Oscar for this kid. Now, playing the brother G Money is none other than professional green-eyed, light-skinned husband to a beautiful genie woman, Michael Ealy. Rounding out the gang will be the chunky massacre-era 50 Cent as bruising bodyguard, the Dutta Man. And playing the precocious, backsliding crackhead, originally played by a young Chris Scotty, they gonna kill me rock. I wanted Omar from The Wire, but they told me he's dead from drugs. I wanted Old Dirty Bastard, but they said also dead from drugs. I wanted DMX next, but they tell me he too is dead from drugs. So I settled on Kodak Black, who owes me a favor or two, and as of this writing, is still currently alive for now. But we'll shoot his scenes first, just to be safe. Now, the police will be played by action star Jason Statham as the crazy, unhinged white guy. And playing Scotty, his streetwise black partner, will be Drake with the cornrows. So as not to be confused with any other version of Drake, because honestly, it's really like it's 1.5 white guys if we don't expressly exploit the 50% of African American in them. So with the projects A Virtual War Zone, get ready for the Trumpian twist that'll give M. Night Shyamalan and Mr. Inception Christopher Nolan a run for their money. What no one knew was that each of those little white rocks of cooked cocaine actually contain the eggs of the worst immigrants of all, aliens from outer space. Remember, the drugs came from Mexico anyway, so it's totally believable some alien life form got to them before Jose Q Cartel did. And it was those little green bastards erupt from the stomachs and chests of everyone in the city getting high. Who will save the projects and the streets on fire? None other than special guest star, CGI de-aged to the pinnacle of her xenomorph murdering beauty, the original Karen to these interstellar bad hombres, Ripley herself, Dame Sigourney Weaver. Because when all chips are down in the inner city to outer space, who's going to get it all done? A pissed off white woman in half a Transformer yellow robot suit, that's who. But you've got to watch to see who will win between Nino Brown's CMB, the police task force, chest-bursting alien queens from outer space, and one really, really angry white woman named Ripley. It's all going down in Donald J. Trump's new New Jack City. Living, just enough for the city I live in. You're gonna love it.